Computer Science department. In this class, we are going to discuss about types of binary trees and how we are going to represent that binary trees. That is, in how many ways we are going to represent that binary trees. In the previous class, we have discussed about the trees and what are the different types of terminologies that we are represented, that we are using the trees. Okay? Basically, what is a tree? We have already discussed. A tree is a tree data structure is going to represent the data which are having the hierarchical relationship between them. The tree, this is a tree. We have already discussed. Tree data structure is going to represent the data which are having the hierarchical relationship between them. We have discussed some terminologies like we can say this one as a root and we can say this one as a node. A node is something which is having information as well as the link of the next node. Okay. In some of the basic terminologies like what is a chain node? What is a chain node? A node which is the immediate successor of that node, we can say that one as a chain node. What is a parent node? A node which is the immediate predecessor of that node, we can say that one as a parent node. Then what is a subtree? A node which are having chain nodes, we can say that one as a subtree, just like this. This is a subtree. Okay. Then what is the ancestor? If it is the immediate predecessor, we can say this one as a ancestor, and if it is the immediate successor, we can say this one as a descendant. Okay. If you want to calculate the degree, if you want to calculate the degree of a particular node, then you have to find out the number of children to that particular node. Suppose if it is a node B, if you want to calculate the degree for this node B, then what we have to do? We have to find, first of all, we have to see how many nodes are there, how many chain nodes are there for this node B. Here the number of chain nodes is 2. So the degree of node B is 2. Then what is the path from the root node to the destination node? The number of edges we have to calculate. From the root node to the destination node, if you find the number of edges, then you can find out the path. Then if you want to find out the depth of a particular node, then from that particular, suppose if it is the node E, from that particular node, you have to calculate the number of edges to the root node. Then we can easily find out the depth of that particular. If you want to find out the height of a particular tree, then what we have to do? From the root node to the from root to the leaf nodes, we have to find out the largest part, and from that we will find out the height of the particular tree. Okay? If a tree has n nodes, then it will have. If a tree has n nodes, then it will have n plus 1 edges. In the previous class, we have discussed all these things. Okay? Now let us see what is a binary tree. In a tree, a node having at most 2 chain nodes. Okay? In a tree, if a node is having at most 2 chain nodes, that is either 0 or 1 or 2. Okay? In a tree, if a node is having either 0 or 1 or 2 chain nodes, we can say that particular tree as a binary tree. Okay? Let us consider this. This is a single node. Can we say it as a binary tree? Yes. Why? Because it does not have any chain node. See, we can say this one is also a binary tree. Yes. See this one. This one is also a binary tree. This one is also a binary tree. Consider this one. Is this a binary tree? No. Why? Because this particular node is having more than 2 chain nodes. So this one is not a binary tree. Okay? See, let us take an example. Suppose if it is a binary tree, is a binary tree. See whether it is satisfying the condition or not. Whether it is satisfying, let us see whether it is satisfying the condition or not. Okay. This is a node. As you all know, this is a root node. For this root node, these are the chain nodes for this node, and for these nodes, these are the chain nodes. See, for each and every node, they are having at most 2 chain nodes itself. At most 2 chain nodes. For these nodes also, we are having 2 chain nodes. For this node also, we are having 2 chain nodes. So we can say this one as a complete binary tree. See, this is level 0. This is level 1, and this one is level 2. At this particular level, so this one is level 3. Okay? We can represent like this also. Okay, this one is level 3. Okay? At this particular level, the maximum number of nodes is here. Here the maximum number of nodes is 1. Here the maximum number of nodes are 2. Here the maximum number of nodes are 4 at this level. Here the maximum number of nodes are calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. At level 3, the maximum number of nodes are 8. See, from this we can say that at each level, the maximum number of nodes at each level is represented as 2 power I. See, at level 0, this is 2 power 0, that is 1. Here level 1, 2 power 1. Here the I value is 0. Here the I value is 1. Here the I value is 2. Why? Because at level 2. Here we are going to represent the levels. Okay. Here the I value is 3. Okay. By using this we can satisfy the condition. For this entire tree, how we can calculate the height? In the previous class we have discussed how we can calculate the height. In this entire tree, the height of this particular tree is, calculate the height of this tree from the root node to the leaf node, the maximum length from this root node to the leaf node. 1, 2 and 3. The height of this particular node is, height of this particular tree is 3. Okay? 3. At the maximum height, the maximum number of nodes of a complete tree is, see how we have to calculate the maximum number of nodes of a tree of height h can be calculated as 2 power h plus 1 minus 1. Here h represents the height. So 2 cube plus 1 minus 1. That is 2 power 4 minus 1. That is 16 minus 1. That is 15. If you calculate the number of nodes here, definitely you will get the 15. Just like that, we will calculate the number of nodes. Okay? By using the height of a tree, we will calculate the number of nodes by using this. And if you want to find out the maximum number of nodes at each level, by using this we can calculate. Okay? Now let us see the types of binary trees. Full binary tree. Second one is complete binary tree. Perfect binary tree. Fourth one is degenerate binary tree. What is a full binary tree? A tree with 0 or 2 chain node. We can say it as a full binary tree. Let us take an example. This is a full binary tree. It is having two chain nodes. For this node, there is no chain nodes, that is 0 chain nodes. Okay, we can say it as a full binary tree. Let us take an example. Can we say it as a full binary tree? Can we say it as a full binary tree? No. Why? Because for this particular node, here we are having one chain node. What is the condition of the full binary tree? For a particular node, we must have 2 chain nodes. For a particular node, we must have 2 chain nodes. We can say it as a full binary tree. We can say it as a full binary tree. See? Now, let us see this example. Next one, the complete binary tree. Okay? What is the complete binary tree? Each external node must be filled with, each internal node must be filled with 2 chain nodes, except each internal nodes must be filled with 2 chain nodes, except the leaf node, as it is processed from left to right. That is, let us take the example. Each internal node must be filled with 2 chain nodes. This is the internal node. It is having 2 chain nodes. It is also internal node. It is having 2 chain nodes. This one is also internal nodes. These are the leaf nodes. Okay. We can say this one as a leaf nodes. Okay. What is a leaf node? A node which does not having any chain, we can say it as a leaf node. Okay. For this leaf nodes, see, if it is having one chain like this, we can't say it as a complete binary tree. Why? Because it has to come from left to right, just like this. Okay, just like this. Here, if it is having another node like this, we can't say it as a complete binary tree. Why? Because it has to follow the rule from left to right. This chain must be here. If it is like this, we can say it as a complete binary tree. Then what is a perfect binary tree? Perfect binary tree, all the internal nodes must have 2 chain nodes, and all the leaf nodes must be at same level. All the internal nodes must have 2 chain nodes, and all the leaf nodes are at same level. Okay, all the leaf nodes must be at same level. See, internal nodes having 2 chain nodes, and these are the leaf nodes. These must be at same level. What are the levels? We have already discussed in the previous class. We can say this one as a level 0, this is level 1, and this one is level 2, and this one is level 3. Please observe the condition. See, these are all the internal nodes. This one is having 2 chain nodes. This internal node is also having 2 chain nodes. This internal node is also having 2 chain nodes. And all these are leaf nodes. Leaf nodes are all at same level. Yes or no? All these leaf nodes are at same level. Okay? Here the condition is satisfied. Okay? The degenerate binary tree must be like this or must be like this. It does not having any rule. Okay? See, now let us see how we are going to represent this binary tree. Now let us see how we are going to represent this binary tree in the computer memory. Okay? How we are going to represent the binary tree in the computer memory. See, in the previous classes I have said to you that the array is represented statically and the linked list is represented dynamically. How? If the memory is allocated at the compile time, we can say it as a static memory allocation. If the memory is allocated at the runtime, we can say it as a dynamic memory allocation. Okay? We have already discussed how the arrays are arranged in the memory and how the linked lists are organized in the memory and how the stacks are organized in the memory and how the queues are organized in the memory. We organize the stacks in the memory by using the two ways. By using the arrays and linked lists. We organize it just like the queues also we organize it in the two ways. By using the arrays and by using the linked lists. Here also, we will represent the representation of binary tree. Okay? We can represent it in two ways. By using arrays, by using linked lists. Okay? By using arrays, by using linked lists, we can represent. Okay? Now let us take an example. This one is node A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, let us take an example. How many nodes are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nodes are there here. For this, what we have to do? We have to take the memory of 7. In array, the memory is allocated sequentially like this. We can say this one as index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many nodes are there in there? 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7 memory locations are arranged sequentially to store this data. How we can store this data? First of all, we have to store the root node and then we have to come to the next level. From that level, we have to traverse from left to right. Okay? Then we have to store first B, next C, next come to the next level. Next what we have to do? Next we have to store D, next E, next F and next G. Okay? Well, this is organized like this. Then how we can know that this particular node is a parent node to this node and this particular node is a child node to this node? How we can know? There must be some formula to find out the node to find out the parent node or child node or a left child or a right child to that particular node. Okay? To find out the left child of a particular node, the formula is 2 star I plus 1. To find out the right child, the formula is 2 star I minus 1. To find out the root node, just like that we will find out the child, left child, right child and the root. This is how we are going to represent. By using the array, we are going to represent the binary tree in the computer memory. In the previous class, I have already said to you how we are going to represent the binary tree in the linked list. Suppose this is a binary tree. A, B, C, D and E, F, G. Suppose this is a binary tree, then how we are going to arrange this in the computer memory by using the linked list? First of all, we have to create a node. We have already know that how we have to create the node by using the linked list. Here we are having the link to the left chain. Here we are having some data, and here we are having link to the right chain. See, now how we are going to represent this in the computer memory. This one is, here you are having some data A, here you are having left link. So take this. In right link you are having some data. See, for this particular node they are having some, this is also having some left link and this is also having some right link. For the node B, the left link is having some data D. For this node D, we does not having any chain nodes. So this can be placed as null. Okay, this can be placed as null. For the node B, the right child is E. This one is also not having any left child and any right child. For the node C, the left child is F. F does not having any left child and any right child, so we place it as a null. And for the node C, the right child is, right link is G, so we represented it here. For the node G, we does not having any child node, so we place it as a null. Okay, this is how we are going to represent the binary tree by using the arrays